Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Sigma Profits, and we're going to go ahead and do a nice little weekly update. So, we got a weekly closure today, and we are going to go ahead and go over Bitcoin, a few meme coins, some alts. It is a active bullish period at the moment, and then we'll go ahead and check over SPY and maybe a couple of stocks. So, it is November 17th, 2024. And this is a weekly update. And we're going to go ahead and start off with Bitcoin. So we trade the markets using the Sigma Profits trading system. You can find it at www.sigmaprofits.com. You can also visit us on X at Sigma Profits. So if you guys are active on X, come on through, follow at Sigma Profits, and if you guys like and enjoy this content, go ahead and follow this channel. We'll go ahead and try to do some updates pretty frequently to just kind of keep you guys, insights onto what we think the market's doing. But most of the updates are probably going to happen on X. So we periodically tweet whenever there's anything worthy of noting and let you guys know what's up. So let's go ahead and dive into Bitcoin. Bitcoin, here is the weekly. So what we like to do is we like to take into context what the weekly's doing. That gives us an overall bias, and then we can formulate trade ideas using lower time frames. So here we have the weekly. We have a nice breakout, beautiful breakout on the weekly. We just broke on the top side of the range. As you can see, we have previous breaks of the top side of the range. This allows us to use our risk management by making sure that as long as we're on the top side of the range, things are good. So Bitcoin has had its break above the top side of the range, and now as long as Bitcoin is maintaining above 81,000, which is the top side of the range on the weekly, things are just looking sideways or up. So that's the weekly. The weekly for now is bullish, and that means overall our perspective is going to be bullish when making updates. So what we want to do now is so we trade using the Sigma Profits trading system. As you can see, if the candles are green, the probabilities of the market going up and to the right are pretty high. When the candles are white, like how it was all summer, then that's generally a no trade situation. Red is going to be bearish, and yellow is going to be a potential reversal. Yellow you want to pay attention to because that's when a potential reversal or continuation of trend is going to be occurring. So it's a time to pay attention. Alrighty. And throughout this video, guys, I'm gonna be taking a sip of water, just to kind of hydrate and let's go ahead and move forward. So given that we went ahead and gave you guys the weekly bias, we're gonna go now and drop down to a daily. Now, everything's going to be in context to the Sigma Profits trading system because that's what we use to trade, and that's what we use to consistently be profitable over time. It's our risk management system. That's all the system is basically a way to uh, you know gauge risk and then know where risk is according to the system. You guys can trade however you guys want. Some of you guys probably have your own trading systems. This is just what we do, and we find it pretty useful. So let's go down to a daily. Here we have the daily on Bitcoin. We are above the top side of the range, so we are going to maintain a bullish bias. The candles are green. It is bullish. And looking for any type of retests or reconnects, I'm going to be looking for somewhere around the 84,000 area, looking like 84,500. And of course, as the days progress and we have this consolidation period continue, we are going to see this rise up. Potentially, it might be 86 in a couple of days. We might be just consolidating for the rest of the week. For now, this is just looking like a bullish consolidation. So my personal view is if you're sidelined or if you're looking for a trade, a margin trade is not going to be favorable right now because there is really no edge. If you look back using the system, you'll notice that this top side of the range always has a reconnect as you're going up. And um, just like right here. It's clear. We break upside top side of the range. We have multiple reconnects. We have a reconnect right here. We have a reconnect right here. And it just allows you to be able to have a favorable entry that you can manage risk on uh, pretty easily. So if we get another one of these reconnects, I will be looking forward to making a starter position right here somewhere. So whether that is going to be in this general area or if we move higher on up, whenever that reconnect occurs is when I'll more than likely be uh, putting in a trade to the long side. Now, given the context of the weekly, we are not looking for any shorts or any bearish talk at all. Um, your favorite influencers online, for example, a famous one is Credible. Losers like that will tell you to short and ultimately wreck you. Like right around this time period somewhere, he was like, sell it all. So these people are nefarious. They'll try to come at you and be like, oh, that's because you don't trade or anything like that. It's like, first off, man, you don't know what I do. Second, you're just an idiot. That's all. You're just a clown, and nobody gives a shit about your little exchange referral business that you got going on. You're essentially just scamming people. So yeah, that's what it is. As of now, we are bullish, and we're going to maintain a bullish bias. The best bet um, right now is to actually maintain a alt bag or a crypto bag or a Bitcoin bag, whatever it is. You kind of want to be risk on at the moment. Sideline capital is just going to keep hurting for now. So if you have like a bag of, Solana memes, whatever the case is, just chill out in that, and you should be just letting it work for you. Now, as far as trade ideas go, like we just said, we're waiting for a reconnect to this breakout area, which was around 84,000 as of right now, which is the top side of the range. Wherever that number is when it does reconnect, we'll look forward to that. And then also what we can do is we can move down to a 4 hour. So if you guys notice right here on the bottom, I have a volatility indicator, just kind of lets you know when to anticipate, volatile price action. And if you notice, we've been in a long 4 hour consolidation right now. It's been fairly long. And once volatility resets, just like right here, you're in a consolidation period, which you can notice with these white candles. Um, the next move up is a pretty nice one. So the easiest thing, in my opinion, right now, if you are looking to go long, with leverage is you would wait for the Sigma Profits system to actually open up on a green candle. That would allow you to open up a starter position. And once we get that green candle, we'll go ahead and open up a starter position. And then once we close back above the top side of the range, which is going to be right here you're looking at 92,000, we're going to go ahead and add on to that position. So example, we broke out to the top side of the range and we just rode along the range the whole time until we closed back below it. And here we are today, just consolidating. So what you can do is break upside of the range, ride it all the way along. You get these white candles, you can exit out of your trade, and then you can also get back in right here as soon as the candles turn green, and then now you're just riding it up and you just harvest this whole position. Now, this doesn't mean to actually get out of your bags or anything. This just means for leverage. So you have to have a different type of risk management when you're dealing with leverage and when you're dealing with things that you actually own, which are like shares or coins or whatnot. You can be a little bit more easier on the risk management with that as opposed to a leverage trade, which is it can go can go against you pretty quickly. So you want to be kind of thorough and aggressive with those. So if you notice the candle turned white on the 4 hour, we did have a nice move up. That was essentially a trap. We not only closed back down, but we also closed below the range high, and now we're just right underneath it. So I think best bet right now is to actually just wait for a green candle to show up, and then that'll be a continuation. And then from there, we can go ahead and aim for this 100K area, if not higher. But I would basically wait for that bullish setup that I had just described, do a starter position there, and then wait for the range to break, and then TP right here at 100K roughly. And then, if we start getting candle closures above this, I'll be aiming for this one and then take the rest of the trade off right here and call it a day. So that's it. That's about it for Bitcoin. It's fairly simple. We are bullish, AF. And anybody calling for tops or whatever, they're just premature comments that they're making. So take them with a grain of salt. Now, next thing I want to do is go ahead and start looking into other alts. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to take a drink of some water and then take over a look over the notes, see what's going on. So, mm, since memes are hot, we're going to go ahead and let's take a look at Pepe, Dodge, and Bonk. So I'm going to go ahead with Dodge because that's the OG, deserves all the respect. And yeah, same thing with Dodge. Looks like a massive bull flag consolidation. Just wait for the candle to turn green, guys. As soon as this candle turns green, get right back in. And then add if we start closing above the top side of the range. Very simple trade. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm just telling you what the system that we've designed is telling us. And if we look at this from a daily's perspective, this is just bullish. That's all. So next area of interest is probably going to be somewhere around, I don't know, like 75 cents, 80 cents, something like that. And then you see from there. But yeah, everything is looking extremely bullish on Dodge. You can just wait for this reset on the 4 hour, and as soon as a green candle shows up, then we will be interested back in this. FYI, if you don't have the Sigma profit system, just wait for a 4 hour closure back above 40 cents. That ought to do the trick. So closure back above 40 cents and Dodge should be good to go again. Let's take a look at Pepe. Pepe is a special one. Pepe, here we go. Pepe, similar to Dodge, we're just going through a nice consolidation period right now, flagging out. And yeah, once we get a nice green candle again, we'll go ahead and consider this a continuation of trend, which would essentially be an opportunity to re-enter the trade if this is what you want to buy, and just add on to it if we close above this 23,000 area. So this is Pepe. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bonk. Bonk, extremely powerful. This is just trend in motion, up and to the right. Candles are all green. Let's take a look at the daily real quick. Yeah, this is just, it's just beautiful. You got in right here on the first green candle, and you just been riding this up. So yeah, this is just a breakout, guys. There's not much to say. Nothing is looking toppy right here right now. Um, uh, a candle close on a daily below 5,000, yeah, then start de-risking or start managing your trade right there. And let's see. So that's the top three memes in my opinion. Let's take a look at WIF. It's below the top side of the range, so it's still bullish. I'll probably just wait for to be extra safe, a closure above, let's say $3.66. If we get a daily close above that, yeah, it's probably going to keep running again. And let's go. Let's check out some of the OG coins now. Let's take a look at XRP. That seems to be pretty hot at the moment. XRP, just a beautiful breakout on the daily. If you look at the Sigma Profits system, this green candle right here was your entry point, and you have been holding ever since. We do have a target mapped out right here to $1.46, and that's closures above that. You just got to expect higher. I believe in 2018 it was, or 2017, end of 2017, it went to around $3. So could potentially be on next on the hit list. But let's take a look at the weekly. Beautiful breakout. It's just continuation right now. You have no reason to get out of this trade. If you're holding XRP, you're doing fine. Much respect to the XRP community. They've been holding for quite some time now. Let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin is another OG coin. It is also has broken out, and again, guys, so it's broken out and it's reconnected with the top side of the range on the Sigma ranges. And today was basically another entry point for anybody who wanted to get in on here. Can easily shoot up, to 110, 120, if not higher. But this is just continuation, pretty much in our opinion. We break a weekly above this 101 area. We're gonna go a lot higher, maybe 168, 175, something like that. So Litecoin's looking good. And another thing, guys, is money likes to rotate. So while Bitcoin's consolidating, you'll notice Bitcoin dominance is kind of going sideways at the moment, or if not, it's just came out of a nice bullish period. So as dominance starts dropping, altcoins are going to be popping. So that's kind of how the get down goes. So it's better to just be in whatever altcoin portfolio you've already created, and just let it do its thing. If you're going to chase everything that's pumping, you're just never going to make anything. You're just going to keep chasing. So just let it come to you. Next, we have Ethereum Classic. One of my personal favorite coins, Ethereum Classic. I just, you know, like that they have a monetary policy. They're actually limited. They're proof of work network. Ethereum Classic to me just makes sense for the long run. There will only ever be 210 million coins. It's just, in my opinion, um, pretty sweet to have those things coded in. And so yeah, so Ethereum Classic, I've been holding this for many, many years through multiple bull cycles or crypto cycles, and I will continue to hold this. Um, it's only made higher lows. Yes, the bearish consolidations are pretty brutal, but if we go back in time, something like Ethereum Classic was $1 in 2017, went up to $50. Let's go ahead and go back to that period. Yeah, so around $1, went up to like 47, had a brutal consolidation point down to the low side of the range, which was an excellent area to buy and accumulate until the next breakout, which came in from like around $5. We went up all the way to 175. And then we had another brutal consolidation bear market where we are just starting to have signs of life. And believe it or not, we can, according to that data, we can probably, um, you know, see somewhere between 350 to 400, if not higher. So we're just going to go ahead and just let the trend be our friend, especially from a high time frame perspective. And that's just what it is, guys. We're not going to allow anything else to alter this thesis. It's just it is what it is, you know. We have our low, we have our high, we have our higher low, we have our higher high, we have our higher low, and you know, depending on how high it goes, we can have another higher high. So whatever the case is, yeah, there we go. We have this thing mapped out. So boom and boom. So just be nothing but a series of higher highs and higher lows. That is the very definition of a bullish um, trend. You want higher lows and higher highs. Now, as far as time frame goes, yeah, that kind of sucks. It takes a little while, um, but holding this one, you do get rewarded. And the cool part about Ethereum Classic is usually tends to start rallying towards the end of the cycle. So when you see this thing really make its move, just know that, the overall crypto cycle's possibly coming to an end. So this is ETC, guys, Ethereum Classic. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's been pretty brutal for a lot of people that have been watching the market move up. But overall, it's this is a monthly, so we can easily go to 4K, no problem. Um, let's go down to weekly. Weekly is bullish now, so we just have to maintain the bullish narrative on Ethereum. And I think most people who are involved with Ethereum, they know it's gonna eventually do its thing. So I don't really think anybody's worried. You just, kind of just getting ridiculed at the moment because of its pathetic performance. But other than that, it more than likely will do its thing and probably catch a lot of people by surprise. And then when it does that, you'll have people FOMOing in and driving the price up higher, which is usually the case with a lot of these things. Um, so this cycle's market um, spotlight coin, I guess you can say, is going to be Solana. Solana, just look at the weekly, guys. First green candle, and it's been up. Now we're breaking above the top side of the range, and this is exactly what you want to see. So you want to see a green candle open, break above the top side of the range, preferably on a weekly, so you have a macro breakout, and now you're just managing risk all above the top side of the range. So this was the last play right here. You had the whole summer to take off, and then you got back right here, according to the Sigma Profits trading system. And now we are above the top side of the range, and we're just going to wait and see where we go. Two targets are, let's say, 286 and 430 for Solana. So it's definitely looking pretty good right here. That's for sure. It's looking pretty powerful. Let's take a look at the daily since the system is built off of that. Yeah, beautiful, just beautiful. Green candle, maintain above top side of the range, and launch, take off. So, yeah, sweet. Mm, Time to look at some of these more degenerate meme coins. And my favorite, it's pretty ironic to even use that word degenerate because my favorite meme coin is probably going to be Retardio when it comes to these Solana-based tokens. And let's go ahead and pull that up. And here's Retardio. So uh, just judging off of history, we can tell that this area is generally a good area to buy. Candle is white. If you want to be extra safe, you can just buy in on the green. And then, yes, we do come lower, but ultimately higher. Um, again right here, green, and we just go up higher. So Retardio, uh, great community. Um, I know I have some friends that are involved with the community. Really cool project, and ultimately, much respect to the Retardio um, project and community. So shout out to Retardio. Let's go ahead and take a look at Popcat. It's another one. Popcat on the daily. It's looking all right. It's definitely had some nice runs and some nice, choppiness with these white candles. It's looking cool. It's looking all right. Looks like the weekly just had its first green candle, so I wouldn't be surprised if this starts, mm, if it goes and reaches like 240 or something like that, $2.40. But overall, it's an uptrend, especially now since the weekly just turned green. It's looking pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and take a look at had a few requests. So let's look at Michi. Michi looks like I already had this mapped out, but yeah, it's bullish. That's all there is. Uh, a daily closure back above 54 cents, and just expected to go higher. Michi's looking good. Let me check out what other coins there were. Okay, so we got a coin called Ponky, Ponk, Ponky, highly esteemed cryptocurrency asset to invest in. Ponky looks like it's a active bullish trend, active breakout. There's really not much to say other than just keep holding. There's no reasons to get out on this one. Everything's looking good. We're on top side of the range. Candles are green. It's just an active, breakout in motion, and you can expect higher. Let's look at another one. Mumu the Bull. Mumu the Bull. Interesting name. Another highly esteemed asset to invest in. Um, yeah, it's looking good. If anything, probably got some areas of opportunity around here that we just hit. But overall, this is looking all right. If you want to be a little safer, you'd wait for like 9100. Wait for a daily to close back above 9100, and then you have your clear line in the sand of invalidation point. If we close back below it, you can de-risk and but these are meme coins, so they're pretty volatile, and I don't trade them personally just because I don't really have an edge with them, but clearly the system works. You can easily manage risk. You have points of interest with the sigma ranges, and that's just what it is. So I would assume this one right here, as long as it's bullish, just keep holding it, and you should do fine. So what I want to do now, guys, is I just want to go to the traditional markets. I'm going to take a look at the SPY. SPY is looking kind of interesting at this point. Let's go ahead and take a look. So here we have the S&P 500. Here's the ETF, the SPY. Currently, the daily is technically still bullish. We're going to see how Monday opens. If the candle is white, we're going to stay out of it. There's not going to be any trades to take. If we do gap up and the candle is green, we can just expect a continuation of the trend, and this was just merely a retest. But we are on the bottom side, as far as we broke back down below the range, and if we do open white, we can possibly maybe even consider a situation like this happening, or just some sort of form of correction, and that would bleed into the crypto markets as well. So just keep that in mind, guys. Again, we're not doing any leverage trading on Bitcoin right now because we were waiting for areas of interest to first come around, and then we'll do that. But this is a period where you want to hold on to something because, over time, the market should be going up just based off the weekly context. So the SPY right now, let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly doesn't really have much. There's going to be a really good opportunity right here, probably around 580 if we do come down there. Um, that would be pretty sweet. But overall, the weekly is still bullish. Everything is looking good still. We just might actually have a kind of like a reset. But let's take a look at the futures. The SPX, white, yeah. So here we go, guys. We got the white candle on the daily. This is like a no trade situation. Let's see what this develops into. And if we get a red candle, we're going to go ahead and buy some puts and take some day trades on the SPY. If we get a green candle, we're going to go ahead and buy some calls. So this is a day trader's paradise to trade is the SPY. And right now it's in a no trade situation. So a little bit of patience. And there'll be a trade developing here soon. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, so the 4 hour is bearish, and you did have a nice entry into a short right here, and then you just managed risk, um, anything above here. So I would say even profits are ready to be taken because you have already reached the bottom side of the range on the 4 hour. So this right now is kind of like, as the daily states, a no trade type of situation at the moment, or leaning towards the bearish side. So just given it the context of what's going on right here. So yeah, fi traditional markets are kind of like at a pivot point. Makes sense. Holidays are coming up, normal people tend to like, to go on vacation or spend time with family, and they're not going to be glued to the screen or anything. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla's a pretty interesting stock just because of um, uh, current events. And if we take a look at the 4 hour, we're in like a no trade situation, but this is like a general area of interest for support. So yeah, it looks like it looks like a bull flag, and it looks like it's going to be continuing up higher. Let's take a look at the daily. Yes, the daily is right at support. This is basically where you want to kind of re-enter at, generally around this point. So Tesla, we are bullish on, especially for next year, and we have two targets in mind, 487 and 562, which we believe should should come in 2025. Um, this is a breakout. It's a pretty sweet one, and let's take a look at the weekly. Yes, the weekly is breaking out as well. This is actually really nice. So if you notice here, every time it breaks out of the range, it's been a pretty sweet price action. Very sweet price action. So we have all of this right here. We have all of this right here. And then here we are starting something new. So yeah, Tesla looks like a hold at the moment. And if you are in Tesla, this is actually possibly the beginning of it. So just keep in mind, Tesla is bullish. And according to the risk management system that we use, which is the Sigma Profits trading system. This is basically a fresh breakout to the upside. So Tesla is a go. It's definitely a go. Let's see. Do we have anything else we want to take a look at? Keep in mind, guys, Donald Trump, President Trump, as I should call him, did win the elections, and he is, as far as the market perceives it, it's pretty bullish for equities. So you're going to notice gold cooling off a bit because money is now flowing over into back into the stock market and these other hot, more volatile assets. So that's just something normal, Gold can maybe even come down to 2,400 and then continue on up again, but overall it's very bullish and it's just going to keep going up over time. It's just that it might be a little boring, You might buy gold or invest in gold and it just might go sideways for a bit. But ultimately it's going to go up over time, in our opinion. So for now, everybody's going to be chasing the market as far as like equities goes or crypto. and gold will just be on the back burner. But when things matter is when gold shines. So if there's any type of, hostile environment in the market, gold will continue to prove its worth as the ultimate safe haven. So everything's still looking good on gold, and if anything, these are opportunities to add on to more gold onto your portfolio. So we look at gold as it's just doing its thing. So let's go ahead and go back to Bitcoin. We're gonna just quickly wrap things up. Bitcoin, everything is looking bullish. We have a beautiful breakout on the weekly. We broke out above the top side of the range. We're looking for, 100K and then possibly even higher. Weekly is phenomenally bullish and everything's looking beautiful. Come down to a daily. We are bullish, and keep in mind what we mentioned earlier in the video. We want a reconnect with the top side of the range. We will more than likely get that reconnect, if not for sure. And here, as you can see, when we break on the top side of the range, we maintain above the range that's running with the trend, and we are going to have our reconnects, our areas where we can get back into a long, or if you want to just take a leverage trade and have a more riskier situation, you got to wait for it to be to to manage your risk accordingly. And then as long as um, the trend is our friend, we're just gonna stick with it. So we had a beautiful consolidation within a range, phenomenal trades there over the summer. And now we have our breakout situation, and we're looking for, now it doesn't have to be 84,500 or whatever the number is, 84,000, yeah, 459. Over the next couple of days, if we still maintain this consolidation, this is going to move up higher just naturally. And then wherever that number is where we're going to start a starter position on our long for BTC, given the context of the weekly being bullish. So we just want to focus on longs right now because we're being backed by weekly. So let's go back to a 4 hour. Again, our trading plan is going to be a 4 hour bullish candle opens. We'll start a starter position. And then once we close back above the top side of the range, just like right here, we're going to add on more size, and we're going to look for a target around 99,000. And then that's where we would probably be de-risking and taking some profit off of that trade. So that's all it is for now. We have no um, interest in opening up any type of new leverage trades right here. We are just looking for that opportunity to come to us, and then we'll go ahead and go from there. But yeah, guys, check us out on Twitter or X at Sigma Profits. Check out our website, sigmaprofits.com. If you guys have any questions, just need maybe a perspective on something, feel free to DM us. You can DM us tickers, whatever, and we'll include those in our next video. Um, yeah, just reach out and say what's up, and we'll look forward to offering you our perspective on whatever we can, help you guys out on. So take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe the video, and do give us a follow on X, where we do most of our updates on Bitcoin and the overall market. Take care, guys. See you guys next time.